But who is the Democratic Trump then? It's Joe Biden.
He is embodying all of their
image. Yeah. He's such a mirror image. There's the fucking family self-dealing. There's the mental collapse. There's just the decades and decades of baggage that you would think disqualify him, and no one gives a shit. It's shocking. It's shocking. What Trump did, or what Biden did, rather, with Burstema and Hunter is like, it's a fucking mirror of some Trump family bird brain bullshit. They both have like the same shitty type of corruption that results from their small imaginations. They're both these entitled old pieces of shit, and that's also what people like about both of them.
Yes,
and the answer to his question though is like when he was just like, well, like, yeah, like, what do you owe like black voters? And like his answer is basically, well, if 95% of them are going to vote for me no matter what I do, why do I owe them anything?
Exactly.
And he has a point. He kind of has a point, honestly.
If Trump got 96% of the, like, if Trump had like got 96% of the black vote, like that's exactly what he would say.
Yeah, look at them, they love me. Look at how much they love me.
Right,
they love it.
So it's like this is the perfect mirror election.
Yeah, and they both reflect their party's base. Like the older people who make up the base of both parties in terms of who votes in primaries specifically, they saw the guy and they're like, that's basically me.
Yeah,
I want him to be president. They got representation, but just old, cranky, senile, miserable prick who is also hilarious.
No, he's funnier. He's funnier than Trump is now, and like I think Felix is right. I think that's why he's in a very good position to win this election.
I think if they held this election today, Joe Biden would win. I think that there's a lot that could happen, though. Like I think if I had to bet what's going to happen November, I still favor Trump to win a little bit more. I think if this was even Biden with his brain from 2 years ago, he would stomp Trump. But the problem that Biden's going to have in this election is that the worst thing he can look like is what he is, which is a stupid baby who needs to be led around. And it's going to be very easy for Team Trump to make it look that way.
Oh, did you see the interview where they asked him, when the interviewer asked him, what do you think Joe Biden, what does he bring to the campaign? What are his strengths as an opponent? And he goes, well, I was going to say experience, but I don't know if Joe remembers anything. I don't know if he knows where he is. All right, and it's like when you have someone, the president, saying that all day, and you have no way of rebutting it, because what do? Have him go out and talk to prove that he's wrong?
Come on, man. I remember my life. Who are you kidding? I recall events.
There was a man in suspenders. I remember him.
All right, let's
He'll just describe Don Draper's childhood.
Yeah, the hobo code. We etched it onto the fence posts.
Back in those days, it was easier to take a man's identity. My name isn't Joe Biden, man.
A lot of people said,
by the time I went to Korea, I knew I didn't want to go back to the farm, man. We couldn't even grow any sorghum. Who are you kidding? Get a life.
A lot of people said, listen, Jack, a lot of people said my dad was an untrustworthy man, but they were just doing graffiti, and he's not even my dad. He just owns the whorehouse I was raised in, Jack. All right. Well, all right. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Main Street.
No, come on. Like, who you kidding? I met Conrad Hilton, okay? And he said, okay, if you do blackface at your own wedding, that's one thing, but I'm sorry, that's stupid. I shouldn't have said that. I talk too much. Thing about
shucks.
Tax credit, man.
That is my absolute favorite thing that he does, and I hope he does it more and more, and I think he will, is when he realizes that he is in a blind alley of a sentence, and instead of yelling, just kind of goes, shucks, I messed that up.
Those are the two ways he gets into it. Like, he's either, Joe Biden's verbal style now is walking into the wrong house. And the two things he can do are like, what the hell are you doing in my house, man? Get out of here. or like, oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
It's like you come home, he's in your living room making a sandwich in your refrigerator, and you're like, what? Oh my God, how the hell did you get in my house? And then he just goes, they're dead, man. Dead. Dead.